Welcome to News Alert on Capital Television. Capital TV has learnt that the Supreme Court has unanimously ordered businessman Alfred Agbesi Woyome to refund 51.2 million Ghana cedis to the state. The court said Mr. Woyome got the money out of an invalid and unconstitutional contract. According to the court, the contract upon which he made and received the claim was in contravention to Article 181 Clause 5 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, which requires such contract to be laid upon and approved by Parliament. The court was ruling on the review application filed by a former Attorney General, Mr. Martin Amidu, on Tuesday. The 11-member panel was presided over by Chief Justice Mrs. Theodora Wood. The payment of 51.2 million Ghana cedi to Woyome generated a lot of controversy among Ghanaians who felt he cheated the state. The Deputy Upper East Regional Minister has been charged with careless and reckless driving after knocking two persons, leading to the death of Robert Abule. Honorable Daniel Siam turned himself in after family relations and residents threatened to cause mayhem should authorities fail in making the minister face the law. 37-year-old Robert Abule and a woman were riding on a motorbike when they were hit by the speeding vehicle around 8 p.m. Thursday. They were conveyed to the Bolgatanga Government Hospital, where the deceased was placed under intensive care. The victim, Capital News gathers, complained of severe pain in the head and died shortly after the deputy minister paid him a visit at the hospital. Robert's brother had claimed the minister sped off shortly after the incident, but was given a hot chase by persons around. Nigerian's Blessing Okagbere set a new Commonwealth record of 10.85 seconds to win 100-meter gold and put her Jamaican rivals in the shade. Okagbere produced a fine piece of relaxed sprinting to leave Veronica Campbell-Brown in silver and Karen Stewart bronze. England's Asha Philip produced a new personal best of 11.18 seconds to take fourth. Compatriot Bianca Williams took seat in her first major championships. Phillips said, "Fourth is always the first loser, but there's a lot more to come. I wanted a medal, but it's my first ever Commonwealth Games. I'm really happy with that." Okagbere, who still has 200 meters and long jump gold to aim at in these games, said she was just happy to be able to pull it off, adding after 70 meters it just felt easy. A Spanish court will push ahead with prosecuting the Barcelona forward Lionel Messi for alleged tax evasion despite a recommendation from the public prosecutor the charges be dismissed. The prosecutor argued in June that Messi's father George was responsible for the family's finances and not the four-time World Player of the Year. Argentina's Messi and his father were accused last year of defrauding the Spanish state of more than 4 million euros by failing forced returns for the year 2006 to 2009. I am calm. I never take care of that myself, nor does my dad. We have lawyers and wealth manager for that. We trust they will take care of this. I don't have a clue about the allegations, and that is why they are taking care of it. Liberia has closed most of its border crossings, and communities hit by an Ebola outbreak have been placed on quarantine to try to halt the spread of the virus. Screening centers are also being set up at few major entry points that will remain open, such as the main airport. Meanwhile, Nigeria's largest airline, Arik Air, have suspended all flights to Liberia and Sierra Leone after a man with Ebola flew to Nigeria last week. The virus has killed at least 660 people people in West Africa since February. The outbreak began in southern Guinea and spread to Liberia and Sierra Leone. It is the world's deadliest so far. Ebola kills up to 90% of those infected, but patients have a better chance of survival if they receive early treatments. It spreads through contact with an infected person's bodily fluids. Israel's Prime Minister has warned of a prolonged military campaign in Gaza, adding Israel will continue to act until it has achieved its aim of destroying militant group Hamas' network of underground tunnels. Israel made 60 airstrikes on targets in Gaza Monday night, including TV stations and the house of a key Hamas leader. At least 13 Palestinians are reported to have been killed in the overnight attacks, including 6 victims in one house in the Beruji refugee camp, while Israel's army lost 10 soldiers in the past 24 hours. Officials say more than 1,100 Palestinians, most of them civilians, have been killed in the fighting since 8th July. Israel says 53 of its soldiers and 3 civilians, 2 Israelis and a Thai worker, has been killed. Muslim youth across the country took to the streets to have fun after observing Eid prayers earlier in the day. The Darkman street served as the venue for youth drawn from Darkman and its environs, who danced their hearts out thanks to music provided by assorted DJs and underground artists. Although the streets were blocked, drivers and motorists were not too perturbed as they partook of the festivities. Here are some sights and sounds. Meanwhile, yesterday's breaking of the fast and ushering in of festivities enabled chiefs and laymen to display their finest attires with accessories, from rich and expensive 3-piece batakari, agbada to simply hijab. Muslims offered the world grandness not seen on daily basis. Former Hip Life star Abraham Philip Akpakwajo Kenya, popularly known as Lord Kenya, has served notice to radio presenters and DJs across the country to stop playing his hip life songs, which he calls ungodly. According to the born-again pastor, once he has repented from his old lifestyle, anything worldly should not be associated with him. The one-time rap heavyweight stated, "If they continue to play my songs and lead people into destruction, God will hold the DJs accountable." Lord Kenya, now evangelist Lord Kenya, expressed shock at the refusal of radio presenters in Ghana to play songs from his new gospel album Christ Life, which was released in 2011, but they keep playing secular songs he recorded in the late 90s and early 2000s. Lord Kenya is noted for secular songs like Driver Susuko, Sikaba, Sika Mpomfaneho, and Born Again, among others.